Let me tell you something. Kindness is a language that everyone in the world understands. It transcends barriers, cultures, and differences. But here's the thing, not everyone deserves to speak that language with you. Kindness is like holding a candle in the wind. It's beautiful and fragile, yet so easy to extinguish. Many of us walk into this world believing if I'm good to people, they'll be good to me in return. It's a comforting thought, but sadly, that's not how life works. The world doesn't play fair. It doesn't reward you for having good intentions or a pure heart. You give and give a smile here, a helping hand there. At first, people seem grateful. They thank you and make you feel special, like you're needed. But over time, something changes. The kindness you once gave freely begins to feel expected. Because once your gift becomes their demand, and then when you least expect it, they twist your kindness. They use it against you, turning it into a weapon that cuts deeply, so deeply that you don't even realize you're bleeding until it's too late. And the worst part? They smile while doing it. Have you ever experienced that? Someone you helped turns around and calls you weak. Someone you forgave spits on your forgiveness, mocking you for having a soft heart. To them, kindness isn't a virtue, it's an opportunity to exploit. You become nothing more than a stepping stone, a means to an end, the punchline of their selfish game. And here's the kicker: when you finally get tired of it all, when you decide to stand up and say, enough is enough, they turn the blame back on you. What happened to your kindness? You've changed, they'll say, as if you're the one at fault. Well, they're right about one thing: you have changed. You learn from them. You learn that not everyone deserves the best parts of you. And guess what? That's not your loss, it's theirs. People like us, the givers, the believers, are tested constantly. The world pushes our limits, seeing how far we'll go, how much we'll tolerate. It drains us dry and then has the audacity to blame us when we're left empty. You should have been stronger, smarter, they'll say. And you know what? They're half right, not about the blame, but about the strength. Kindness is strength. It's not the cold, brute strength that the world understands. It's a quiet, powerful resilience that most people can't even begin to grasp. It takes courage to stay kind in a world that seems determined to break you. It takes guts to keep offering a helping hand, even when you know it might get slapped away. That's real strength. That's real power. But let's be clear, strength doesn't mean being a martyr. It doesn't mean letting people trample over you. Being kind doesn't mean being naive. It doesn't mean giving yourself away to people who don't value you. You have to set boundaries. You have to build walls where they're needed. Not to keep people out, but to protect the parts of yourself that matter most. Boundaries aren't barriers, they're gates that let the right people in. And you get to decide who deserves your kindness and who doesn't. If someone can't respect your boundaries, goodbye. No explanations, no apologies. You owe them nothing. Yes, they'll call you selfish or cold. They'll say you've changed. And their right change is the point. Growth doesn't mean staying soft in places that are repeatedly bruised. It means learning to harden where you need to while keeping your core intact. Kindness isn't a weakness, it's a sword. And like any weapon, you need to learn how to wield it. You don't use it recklessly or waste it on meaningless battles. You use it intentionally, cutting through the darkness, protecting what's good and true. Kindness builds, it doesn't break. But it also doesn't mean letting others take advantage of you. Have you ever noticed how the same people who mock kindness are the ones who crave it most? They'll roll their eyes at your soft heart. But when trouble comes, guess whose door they'll knock on? Yours. Because deep down they know the world doesn't work without people like you, people who care, who give, who make things better. Here's the twist. Though you're not here to save everyone, that's not your job. You're not a vending machine for love and compassion. You're a human being. Your kindness is a privilege, not a right. Not everyone gets to have it, and not everyone deserves to stay in your life. That's the real power of kindness. It's yours to give, not theirs to demand. So when someone tries to guilt you into giving more than you should, remember this saying: no doesn't make you unkind, it makes you strong. Saying no doesn't make you cruel, it makes you free. Free to give your kindness where it truly matters. Free to love those who genuinely value you. Free to protect your own heart. People think kindness is a weakness. They think it makes you easy to break. But they don't see the whole picture. They don't see the steel that runs beneath your surface, the fire that burns in your soul. They don't see the strength in your laughter when you realize their games no longer affect you. The moment you take ownership of your kindness, the moment you stop letting others exploit it, that's the moment you win. So let them call you crazy or weak. Laugh in their faces. Let them see the spark in your eyes when you say, you thought you could break me? No! You made me sharper, stronger, smarter. Every scar they gave you is a badge of survival, a mark of growth, a symbol of your power. And when you walk away from their nonsense, head held high and heart still beating strong, that's the moment they realize the joke was on them all along. Kindness is your crown, your shield, your sword. Wear it with pride. Wield it with strength. Own it completely. Let others see it. Never let them take it. Because in this world, kindness isn't just a gift, it's a force. And you're unstoppable.